Flashing back to 2017, high desert football players named All-State, Silverado quarterback Levi Taylor and wide receiver Latavian Staples, Apple Valley's Seth Baker, and Kashawn Griffin. Apple Valley's Seth Baker is CIF Division 10 Defensive Player of the Year. The 5'10", 175-pound strong safety is the school's all-time tackles leader and becomes the first Sun Devil named CIF Player of the Year. Seth Baker registered 42 solo tackles among his single-season record, 186 tackles, averaging 14 tackles a game. All-State honors are an appropriate crowning point for Hawks quarterback Levi Taylor, who rewrote all school passing and total offense marks, 7,768 passing yards, and 94 touchdown passes over 2 seasons. Of Levi Taylor's 50 scoring passes in 2017, 18 go to fellow All-State selection Latavian Staples. The 5'11", 165-pound senior caught 65 passes and averaged 25 yards per reception. Levi Taylor and Latavian Staples are joined on the All-CIF Division 8 team by 5 Hawks defensive standouts, junior lineman Tequil Obana, the Desert Sky League Defensive Player of the Year. The 5'10", 265-pound junior registered 39 solo tackles among his 88 tackles, 11 of them sacks. Tequil Obana is a repeat selection, first team All-CIF, as is senior defensive end Jerry Katoa. The 6'4", 245-pound Jerry Katoa, 6 sacks his senior year. He had 5 sacks in 1 game as a junior against Victor Valley. Kick returner Deonze Nolan is first team All-CIF. Of Deonze Nolan's 16 touchdowns his senior year, 4 come on kick returns. He also caught 12 scoring passes. Defensive back Benjamin Moya, 21, is All-CIF. Benjamin Moya registers 35 solo tackles and 4 pass interceptions his senior year. Linebacker Tino Mao, 8, a junior, led the Hawks with 126 tackles and a team-high 59 solo stops. The 2 Apple Valley Sun Devils named All-State are a pair of 3-year starters for Coach Matt Rohrbaugh's Mojave River League champions, defensive back Seth Baker, and explosive playmaker, defensive back, wide receiver, and kick returner Kashawn Griffin. Kashawn Griffin, the 6', 175-pound senior wide receiver, caught 11 touchdown passes, a single-season school record, and added 4 touchdowns on kick return. His 19 career touchdown receptions are a school record. Kashawn Griffin goes on to earn All-American honors in 2019 as a kick returner at Fullerton College. Joining Kashawn Griffin and Seth Baker as first-team All-CIF selections, 6'4", 275-pound lineman Grant Smith, 53, another 3-year starter. A pair of juniors from Coach Matt Rohrbaugh's record-setting offensive team earn first-team All-CIF honors, quarterback Jeff Widener and wide receiver Xander Witt. Quarterback Jeff Widener set school records for passing yards in a season and his 35 touchdown passes, most in 1 season for a Sun Devils quarterback. Punter and place kicker Isaac Miles is first-team All-CIF. Isaac Miles' work was magnificent, a school record 53 points after touchdown in 56 attempts, while averaging 42 yards a punt. First-team All-CIF selections from the Oak Hills Bulldogs. Offensive lineman Jason Rodriguez, 75, 6'3", 310 pounds. Defensive lineman Reggie Gaines, 52, 6'2", 300-pound senior tackle. Brock Mather of Burroughs, 55, is Division 9 Defensive Player of the Year. The Burros 5'11", 205-pound linebacker, shown here running down Apple Valley All-CIF wide receiver Chad Smith. Brock Mather led Burros with 149 tackles, 79 solo. Burros receiving first-team All-CIF honors on defense alongside Brock Mather. Lineman Wyatt Soto, 52, and defensive back Bryce Moore, 32, both seniors. On offense, lineman Tyler Gasca, 54, junior wide receiver Bryson Pippin, 6, and senior running back and leading Burros ball carrier Tony Ramirez, 23. Adelanto leads the parade of high desert football players receiving first-team All-CIF honors. 8 Saints named Division 13 first-team selections, and Saints coach Gali Wadoud, Division 13 Coach of the Year. To the CIF Division 13 champions go the rewards. The Saints duo of underclassmen offensive superstars head up the list, running back Marshawn Buchanan and wide receiver Hosea Stokes. Marshawn Buchanan led all High Desert running backs his junior season, rushing for over 2,100 yards. Fellow junior Hosea Stokes is All-CIF at wide receiver. Hosea Stokes was the Saints' leading tackler in 2018 as well. Junior offensive lineman Kevin Hoskins, 53. Senior wide receiver Corey Jones, 2. First team All-CIF on offense. Senior defensive tackle Fabian Allen, 50. Linebacker Oren Landry, 44. Senior free safety Coltrane Pearson, 3. And sophomore middle linebacker Joseph Tenna, 51. First team All-CIF on defense. Apple Valley quarterback Jeff Widener is Division 5 first team All-CIF. The 6'2½", 200-pound Sun Devils' all-time total offense, touchdown passes, and passing yardage record holder Jeff Widener will play in 2019 at Northern Arizona. Jeff Widener throws 53 scoring passes his senior season, 20 of them caught by the 5'11", 180-pound Xander Witt, who leads the state in TD passes and receiving yardage. Xander Witt is first-team All-CIF. Lineman Gabe Saudi, a third Sun Devil named first-team All-CIF at 6'1" and 250. Gabe Saudi, one of the 4 Sun Devil seniors who were first-team All-CIF. Cornerback David Blocker is first-team All-CIF on defense. The speedy two-way starter will play at Victor Valley College in 2019. The Mojave River League champion Oak Hills Bulldogs also have 4 first-team All-CIF selections, led by massive All-American offensive lineman Jason Rodriguez. The 6'7", 330-pound Jason Rodriguez is a Southern Cal Trojans commit. He and the 6'3", 305-pound Nofoafia Tulifono paved the way for the Bulldogs' Martinique Finn, first-team All-CIF. The 5'10", 180-pound Martinique Finn rushed for 1,436 yards and scored 16 touchdowns. Bulldogs defensive end and sacks leader Ben Coffer. The 6'1", 235-pound senior recorded 6 sacks. A trio of Silverado senior standouts are first-team All-CIF Division 6 interior detonators linebacker Tino Mao, 8, and repeat All-CIF nose guard Akil Obana, and two-way starter Nicholas Reed Casey, the team's leading ground gainer in 2018. Tino Mao, 8, led Silverado in tackles for a second year in a row. Nick Reed Casey carried for just under 1,100 yards and scored 19 touchdowns as a Hawk his senior season. Serrano Diamondbacks' Nathan Hedberg, 36, receives Division 6 first-team All-CIF honors. In 8-man football, Hesperia Christian's Hunter Dobbins was named Defensive Player of the Year in 8-man Division 2. The Patriots' all-time tackles leader, guided the Patriots to the 2018 CIF title game. and ended his career with the school record 466 tackles. Jeremiah Fredu, the Patriots' leading ground gainer and Agape League co-most valuable player, first team All-CIF, as are Braden Hampton, Nick Williams, and Richard Elmendorf. Flashing back to the Mojave River League Offensive Player of the Year is Parker Chafee. The Serrano quarterback led his team to an undefeated MRL season and into the CIF semifinals. Parker Chafee threw for 12 touchdowns in his team's 5 MRL victories, none bigger than this scoring pass to Nathaniel Sandoval that sent the Diamondbacks on their way to victory over Apple Valley in the league championship showdown. The 6-foot, 180-pound senior also scored a rushing touchdown in that decisive triumph over the Sun Devils. On the year, Parker Chafee completed 56% of his passes for 1,507 yards and 22 touchdowns. He ran for another 10 touchdowns, including 2 in the CIF semifinals at Burbank. The way to Serrano's offensive success paved by an O-line led by a pair of first-team All-MRL selections, right tackle Garrett DiGiorgio, 64, and left guard Jared Madrill, 70, named first team. Garrett DiGiorgio, 6'7", 295 pounds. Jared Madrill, number 70, 6'3", 300, alongside another All-Leaguer, John Smolinski, 58, who was named first-team All-MRL on defense. This massive manpower provided plenty of running room for first-team All-MRL running back Wakil Sullivan. The 5'8", 175-pound senior carried for 1,328 yards and scored 11 touchdowns. Wakil Sullivan has a huge game against Apple Valley, 203 yards, 10 yards a carry. The O-line provides ample pass protection for Parker Chafee to connect with another pair of first-team selections who are receivers. Wide receiver J.J. Ryder, 13, the 5'11", 180-pound junior, averaged 27 yards per catch on 20 receptions. He caught 5 scoring passes. J.J. Ryder, a two-way starter, shown here on defense. Tight end Matt Lowe is first team All-MRL. The 6'5", 280-pound Matt Lowe caught 7 touchdown passes his senior season and gives the Diamondbacks 6 first-team All-MRL selections. Senior running back Cade Bogine is second-team All-MRL. Another of Coach Casey Mahalchik's outstanding underclassmen who will be back in 2020 is Leighton Steinman, 9, a second-team choice on defense at defensive back. 6 of the Diamondbacks named All-League are underclassmen, including place kicker Carlos Garcia, another second-team selection. When it comes to underclassmen receiving All-League recognition, that honored role is led by Apple Valley, with 10 underclassmen among the 15 Sun Devils named to the 60-member All-League squad. Coach Matt Rohrbois' All-MRL first-team selections led by quarterback Jaden Max Denigal. The 6'4", 210-pound J. Max Denigal threw for 2,260 yards and 34 touchdowns in his sophomore season, thriving on the luxury of having a handful of highly skilled receivers. College recruiters have tracked the progress of J. Max Denigal, who has already received scholarship offers from the University of Georgia, Colorado, Utah, and Auburn. Jaden Denigal's biggest games were against MRL foes Burroughs and Sultana, throwing for 6 touchdowns against both Burroughs and Sultan secondaries. Leading beneficiary of J. Max Denigal passes, the equally sensational Tyron Smith, on the receiving end of exactly half of Denigal's 34 TD tosses. 9 of Tyron Smith's 17 touchdown passes against MRL opponents. A yak Master, yards after catch. Tyron Smith averaged 20 yards per catch. The 6'1", 180-pound junior was a first-team All-MRL selection his sophomore season. 2019 was Ty Smith's second season surpassing 1,000 yards receiving. Tyron Smith's 304 receiving yards against Sultana, a Sun Devils single-game record. Another Sun Devils receiver named first-team All-MRL is another return selection, the leader of the Sun Devils' Justice League defense, as well as a top receiver, Jeremy Justice II. Jeremy Justice II's first touchdown reception of his senior year, this screen pass igniting Apple Valley's rout of Silverado in the season opener. The 6'3", 190-pound two-way starter and team co-captain, another pass catcher very tough to bring down or run down. He averaged 27 yards per catch, converting 4 receptions into touchdowns. Jeremy Justice II has been offered a scholarship to play next at Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. Senior running back Kenyard Edwards Jr. led the entire High Desert in scoring and rushing yardage, and is first-team All-MRL, 1,507 yards rushing among his 1,760 all-purpose yards. Kenyard Edwards Jr. scored 120 points on 16 rushing touchdowns, 2 TD pass receptions, 6 two-point conversions, and this 91-yard kickoff return. In detailing his preseason goals, the 5'9", 175-pound Kenyard Edwards Jr. vowed no fumbles, a goal he achieved, never fumbling the ball once in his 161 carries. One Sun Devil offensive lineman is named first-team All-MRL, Derek Cox, 66, the 6'1", 240-pound senior. Fellow senior O lineman Colin Mayo, 72, and junior Alfredo Garabay, 53, are named second-team, as is junior running back Stephen Wright, who averaged 9.5 yards per carry and scored 6 touchdowns. First-team defensive end Ryan Webster is named to the All-League team, a second year at tight end, 2019, a second-team selection. Another of Apple Valley's very versatile players, Ethan Peratt, receives second-team honors in both offense and defense. The 6', 175-pound junior caught 7 scoring passes and threw a pair of scoring passes to gain all-league status on offense. He is a second-team selection on defense. Ethan Peratt averaged 6 tackles a game from his linebacker position. Sophomore Isaac Marine Lorena, seen scoring here, completes the list of Sun Devils named All-League. He is second-team punter. Oak Hills, like Apple Valley, has 5 first-team All-Leaguers on offense. Linemen Nafoafina Tulifono, 77, and Chris Torres, 76, are repeat selections. Nafoafia Tulifono, in fact, 3 times first-team All-MRL for the 6'2", 311-pound guard. Chris Torres, 6'3", 304, also named All-League on defense, second team. This Bulldogs blocking tandem opens holes for Chase Blue, 9, the 5'11", 195-pound first-team All-MRL running back. Chase Blue shown scoring here from 31 yards out against Apple Valley. Chase Blue, one of a trio of Bulldogs underclassmen named first team on offense. A leading kick return specialist, Chase Blue runs this punt back for a touchdown against Sultana. Another underclassman All-MRL first-team selection, quarterback Latavian Lipscomb. This 60-yard sprint to the end zone, his 8th touchdown of the season up to this point. The Bulldogs battle at Apple Valley. The 5'11", 155-pound junior, capable of breaking a big run on any snap of the ball. This 79-yard touchdown on the first play of the second half against Sultana. Latavian Lipscomb, a bona fide Bulldogs dual threat, keeping and running the ball or passing. This touchdown pass to fellow All-MRL first-team selection, Benjamin Norvell. Latavian Lipscomb is also named to the All-League team on defense, a second-team selection, his versatility earning him first-team recognition at utility. Wide receiver Benjamin Norvell is first-team All-MRL on offense, another talented two-way starter for Coach Robert Kistner's Dogs. At 5'8", 150, Benjamin Norvell averaged 15 yards per catch. He is shown here at his defensive back position, running back an interception against Apple Valley. Oak Hills also lands junior wide receiver Jalon Richardson, 2, second-team All-MRL on offense. Two other Bulldogs underclassmen receive second-team All-MRL recognition on defense. Linebacker Adrian Rodriguez, 4, a junior, and defensive back Noah Lopez, 37, a sophomore. Hesperia running back Samari Jones-Griffin is first-team All-MRL, a second year in a row. Jalen Gaston, 51, is also first-team All-MRL. Apple Valley linebacker Sam Jang is the Mojave River League Defensive Player of the Year. Jang's selection marks the third straight year one of Coach Matt Rohrbaugh's Sun Devils receives Defensive Player of the Year honors. Strong safety Seth Baker 3 times first-team All-MRL. 4 other defensive first-team selections are also repeat choices, including Sun Devils teammates Ryan Webster, Tyron Smith, and Jeremy Justice, and Serrano's number 57 senior lineman Eddie Ponce. Coach Casey Mahalchek's Mojave River League champion Diamondbacks lead first-team all-league selections overall with 11, 5 on defense, led by team tackles leader Michael Thacker, 56. The 6'3", 220-pound senior led the league in solo tackles with 49, a season-high 7 of those solo tackles in the CIF semifinals game at Burbank. Linebacker Earl Hudson, 4, led the MRL champions in tackles for a loss with 8. The 6'1", 200-pound senior registered 38 solo tackles. Earl Hudson always seemed to come up biggest when it was goal line stand time in the red zone. Listed on the program as a strong safety, Earl Hudson is named first-team All-MRL at linebacker. Most strong safeties are linebackers, in fact, depending on the team's defensive alignment in any given down and distance situation. Big John Smolinski, 58, is first team All-MRL. The 6'5", 235-pound lineman and two-way starter registered 64 tackles, among them 3 sacks, tying him with Michael Thacker for the team lead in sacking opposing quarterbacks. A true impact player on defense for the Diamondbacks, Nate Sandoval, another two-way starter. He is first team at defensive back. The 6', 150-pound senior, Nate Sandoval, had 4 interceptions on the year, 3 against Mojave River League opponents. Eddie Ponce is Serrano's lone repeat selection as first-team All-MRL. The 5'10", 210-pound senior helped anchor a Diamondback defense that limited 3 Mojave River League opponents, including Apple Valley, to a single touchdown. Apple Valley, like Serrano, 5 first-team selections on defense, 1 a repeat selection who was one of 2 underclassmen a year ago named first team on both defense and offense, Ryan Webster, the 6'3", 235-pound defensive end, number 17, as dominant his senior year as in 2018. Of 7 solo tackles, 6 for a loss, 32 tackles on the year, his single-game high in league play, 5 coming in the title game showdown against Serrano. Ryan Webster, again named to the all-league team on both defense and offense at tight end, a second-team selection. The 3 other Sun Devils joining Ryan Webster and Sam Jang at first team on defense, all juniors. Number 47 is linebacker Jacob Soria. At 6'1", 195, Jacob Soria is among the Sun Devils that comes up with big plays time and time again, picking up a punt, running it in for a touchdown. He was 7th in the league in total tackles with 69, 20 of the solo variety, 9 tackles for a loss. Jacob Soria also added 2 interceptions to his resume to go with the touchdown pass he caught from the tight end position. The 2 other Sun Devils first team on defense shared the league lead in interceptions with 4. Marquise Cato, number 7, another big play, impact player, 20 solo tackles, add a block punt to versatility testimonial. If called upon on offense, he will come through. A pair of touchdown passes, including this backbreaker against Adelanto. Marquise Cato, a 5'9" and 160-pound junior, he caught a pair of touchdown passes as a wide receiver. Dominique Solis, 20, is first team All-MRL as a junior. At 6'3" and 160, 23 solo tackles from his cornerback position, in addition to the 4 interceptions. His tight pass coverage contributing in large part to the 5 shutouts the Sun Devils posted among their 9 victories in 11 games. Oak Hill's 265-pound defensive tackle Cyrus Fidavali, number 50, earns first team All-Mojave River League honors for Coach Robert Kistner's Bulldogs. Valu Quality Truck Bodies congratulates these top quality All-Mojave River League selections. This is your High Desert Sports Report, the Victor Valley's only weekly action highlights sports program. We appreciate you for joining us on this extended edition. We hope you'll be back with us next time around.